Sometimes you will have some lines of code that are repeated. For example, what if you want to create a JavaScript program that says hello world 5 times? You may write this line 5 times. So you'll write console log hello world 5 times. Well, this may be a solution, but it is not the perfect one. What if you want to say hello world 10 times, or 50 times, or 1000 times? Are you going to copy and paste this line 50 times or 1000 times? Of course you will not. The perfect solution for this is to use loops. There are several loops. Let's start off with the for loop. The for loop loops through a block of code a number of times. So let's see how it works. You write the for keyword, then you add the parentheses, then you add curly braces for your block of code. So here the code that will be repeated, you write it here. In our case, we will write console log hello world. Now let's go back here. Here you must add 3 statements. The first statement is executed before the loop starts. The second statement defines the condition for running the loop. And the third statement is executed each time after this block of code is executed. So we want to display hello world 10 times. So we first need to declare a counter. I will call it I, a variable I. You can choose any name that you like. Var I, and I will give it a value of 0. So this is our first statement. Then for the second statement, we need to define the condition for the loop. We need to tell it when it should run the loop. So here I'll say as long as I is less than 10, run the loop. So I less than 10. Then for the third statement, I will say I++. This statement will be executed each time this block of code is executed. So this I++ is just like doing I equal I plus 1. And this is called incrementing. So each time we add a value of 1 to this counter. And now when we go to the browser, here we have the hello world 10 times. If you want to display it 1000 times, you just change the condition here, and now we have it 1000 times. Now let's change it to 5 and let's explain how the for loop works. We first start with declaring the variable I, and we give it the value of 0. Then we check is 0 less than 5. The answer is yes, so this condition returns true. We go and run the code. In our case, here we have console log hello world. When we finish executing this block of code, we run the third statement, which is I++. I++ means that we take I, then we add 1 to it. So now the variable I has the value of 1. Then we check, is 1 less than 5? The answer is yes, so the condition is true. We go and run this block of code. When we finish, we execute the third statement. I was 1, now it is 2. Then we go to the condition, is 2 less than 5? The answer is yes. We run the code. When we finish, we execute I++. So now I has the value of 3. We check, is 3 less than 5? The answer is yes. We run the code. When we finish, we execute I++. Now I is 4. We check, is 4 less than 5? The answer is yes. We run the code. When we finish, we execute I++. Now I is 5. We check, is 5 less than 5? The answer is false. And now we break out from the loop. We exit the loop and move to execute whatever we have after the for loop. Now I have a question for you. How can you use the for loop to count from 0 to 9? I believe you can do it. Pause the video and try to create a program that counts from 0 to 9. And now we will try to create it together. Let's start off with the for keyword. Then here we will declare our counter. then here the condition I less than 10, then here we increment I++. And here within the block of code, we need to console the value of I. And now when we go to the browser, we have 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Great. Now what if you want to count from 1 to 10 and not from 0 to 9? Well, this is simple. You just add here plus 1 because I will start with the value of 0. And now we give it plus 1, we will count from 1 to 10. If you want to count to 1000, you just change the condition here. You can even use the for loop to count backwards. Here we started with I equal to 0, then the condition was as long as I is less than 1000. We can start with I equal to 1000, then we run the loop as long as I is not equal to 0. But here we do I minus minus. So this is called decrementing. So here let's change it to 10 to make it simple. And now let's see what we have in the browser. Great, we have 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. We first had the value of 10, then each time we subtract 1 from I until it will be equal to 0 and the loop stops. Great.